against because Thank you so much for sticking and staying with us here. Welcome back to the Voice of UPSA Election Command Center in collaboration with the SRC Electoral Commission. This happens to be the final segment of today's presidential debate, and I'm so happy that you're here with me. My name is Princess Diana Amikbaji, and I'm honored to be your host, and I'm doing this with the ever beautiful
AK Fosua.
Thank you so much for being with us. I know this has been the most anticipated segment of today's presidential debate, and I know each and every one of you that is watching us today is willing and ready to hear from the presidential aspirants, but I'm going to keep you in suspense. Is Team Mike here?
Yeah.
Oh, I cannot feel energy. Yeah. Is Team Mike here?
Yeah.
Is Team Mike here? Two Leslie's, one vision, give me energy. I don't have energy in my studio, but I want you people to put your candidates' hashtag in my comment section so that I know that you're supporting them from far, but then I'm still going to take it again. Team Mike, give me energy. Two Leslie's, one vision. The people in this studio, they are very biased. So I don't know what they are doing, but then I'll take it like that. So I'm going to go ahead and read the theme that my candidates will be debating on. So I'm going to start, and then AK Foso will take over from there. The theme reads: leadership, accountability, and student-centered governance, delivering practical solutions for the student body. I read again: leadership, accountability, and student-centered governance, delivering practical solutions for the student body.
Yeah.
AK Foso, you can take on from there.
So we take it from the themes, or we say the policy focus. What they will defend, aspirants: academic welfare and student support services, transparency and account in, SRC administration, infrastructure and campus development advocacy, student engagement and representation, collaboration with university management, Innovate program to improve student and life opportunities. Diana, you take it off.
Okay, so I want my aspirants to listen to the rules of today's debate before they come on stage. I know everybody really wants to see you, but first of all, I'd want you to listen to the rules of today's debate so that you wouldn't go contrary to that. So the first rule is going to be time limits. Each candidate will have a fixed time to speak, which is 5 minutes. A warning will be given when the time is almost up. Exceeding time may lead to interruption by the moderator. So if I interrupt you in the course of your debate, just know that I do not want anything bad from you, but then your time is up. The second one will be respectful engagement. All candidates must treat each other with respect. That is, no personal attacks, no insult or abusive language will be tolerated. So if at any point of your debate I see that you're attacking each other or you're using abusive words, I would have to interrupt you. Relevance to the topic, which is the third. Responses must be directly related to the question or debate topic. This means that you're not supposed to answer outside the question you've been asked. And I want you to hit on the question because your viewers are listening and these are your electorates and they want you to win. The second one will be the moderator may redirect candidates if they go off topic. So if at any point in time, if you go off topic, I would want you to come again. The fourth one is right to equal opportunity. All candidates will be given equal time and fair opportunities to speak. So nobody will be given about 5 minutes to speak. Thank you so much. The fifth rule is no interruption. Candidates must not interrupt others while they are speaking, and each speaker will have their turn. So if at any point in your debate you have something to tell your opponent, you'd have to hold on until your opponent is done speaking, and I give you the opportunity to speak to your opponent. Number 6 is the rebuttal guidelines. Rebuttals must focus on issues and arguments, not personalities. So if at any point you have had an argument or you do not like your opponents, this is not the space for you to come and attack them. Second one is time for rebuttals will be limited and strictly enforced, which is also 5 minutes. So you have 5 minutes to present your points and you have 5 minutes for your rebuttals. Thank you so much. So we're going to take a break before we introduce our people on stage, and AK Fosua is going to start with our LPMs.
So this program was proudly sponsored by, we have Sweet Fix. We've got you covered with all the kinds of pastries and yogurt. We have Sankofa Bites, turn every bite into a moment.
And our next sponsor is Laundryville, which happens to be our sponsor each and every time. Laundryville, your trusted laundry partner, and also PCU, which is the Professional Christian Union. And if you don't know, they have their dinner coming up on the 24th of this month. And the tickets are going for a cool 80 Ghana cedis for single and 150 Ghana cedis for double. To grab your ticket, I want you to call 059 5014-004, 059-5014-004 PCU, for we are all one in Christ. The UPS SRC Elections Debate Program is proudly brought to you by the various sponsors. We're going to take a quick breather, and when we come back, the most anticipated segment of today's presidential debate is going to be coming up. Stay tuned. We apologize. Okay, we apologize for any technical issues you were facing. It is currently resolved. AK Fosua, carry on.
Yes, so you're still tuned in, and things are about to get more interesting. Tonight, the future is on the table, and the two voices, which is Leslie, am I right?
That's
yeah,
right.
Leslie and then Tim Mike, yes, seek to lead, and they are ready to be heard. I welcome you, candidates, as you are taking stage, and we are about to engage them in the debate that matters to us all. So, ladies and gentlemen, let's get ready because our conversation starts now. You're welcome again, Team Leslie.
Thank you very
Can
much.
we know your names?
My name is Leslie Nkansa,
Okay.
and I'm here with my running mate.
I am Leslie Aka.
Leslie Aka. Two Leslies, one vision.
Exactly.
Yeah. Team Mike, you're welcome again.
Thank you very much.
Please, can you take your names for us?
My name is Isaac Osafo Jr.
And I'm Michelle Dora Osai Poku.
Michelle Dorosai Poku forming up the Team Mike. So, two teams. We would want you to, starting from Team Mike, we would want you to state your policies and how you are going to implement them. After you, we take same from Team Leslie. Yes. And the debate has started. Are you ready?
Here we are.
Are you very
Yeah.
ready? Yes. So, Team Mike, let's begin.
Standing on all existing and duly established protocols, dear students, dear professionals, good evening. I stand before you today not as a man who has perfected himself, but as one who has been perfected by you, by your struggles at midnight in the library, by your whispered prayers before examinations, by your laughter in the corridors, and by the quiet desperation in your eyes when the system fails you. I am Isaac Osafo Jr., and today I do not stand alone. Beside me, not behind me, stands a woman whose intellect is matched only by her compassion, whose vision is equaled only by her resolve. Her name is Michelle Dora Osai Puku, and her place on this ticket is not a product of diversity quota. It is the product of merits matched. We say no more. The K-3 peer tuition program. Knowledge is not the property of the professor alone. When the world is quiet and your mind is loud, we will fight for a 24-hour. Also, under entrepreneurship, we believe that this is a business school and we are also a business force. Kwame Nkrumah once said, "We shall achieve in a decade what it took others a century to achieve." That spirit lives in this campus. We are UPSA. We are trained to build, trained to lead, and trained to transform. But ambition without a capital is a seed without a soil. We introduced the 200,000 Students Business Support Fund. This is not a promise made in the wind. This is a structured, accountable fund with transparent governance, clear eligibility criteria, and a mentorship framework designed to turn your business ideas into business realities. Whether you are building a tech startup, a fashion brand, a food, or any other business, we will be your first investor. The fund will operate as more than money. It will be an incubator, a mentor hub, a launching pad, because we are a business school and it is time we become a business force. Under sport and entertainment, we call it, your joy is not a distraction. As the saying goes, all work and no play makes Jack a dull boy. You were not made to study alone, you were made to shine. Ecclesiastes reminds us that there is time for everything and a season for every activity under the heavens. There is time for library, however, there is time to have fun. We are going to revamp sporting facilities and interfaculty competitions. Sports are not extracurricular. They are character-building laboratories through revamped facilities and structured interfaculty, interprogram, and interhostel sports competitions. We will reignite the fire of health competition, school spirit, and physical wellness on this campus. Now I move on, UPSC Night of Music and Arts. Art is the language that soul speaks when words are not enough. The UPSC Night of Music and Arts will give our poets, musicians, dancers, comedians, and creatives the stage they deserve, because your voice, your rhythm, and your story belongs to the lights. Under welfare, In Corinthians chapter 12, verse 26, the scripture declares, if one part suffers, every part suffers with it. We are one body. Your welfare is our welfare. And we will not rest while any part of our body is in pain. We introduce or reintroduce the UPSA shuttle system. The distance between your hostel and your lecture hall should not be a daily ordeal. The UPSA shuttle system will ease the burden of transportation, reducing costs and increase safety, especially for our female students who work alone in the dark. No one on this campus should spend their best energy on a commute. We introduced the No Kofio campaign fund. No Kofio is a Ghana word which means
Team
something
Mike,
small.
sorry for interrupting, but as the rule states, each candidate will be given 5 minutes. Yeah. So Team, let's lead. Your time starts now.
Okay, thank you very much. The theme highlights leaders that are responsible, transparent, and focused on the needs of the student. Therefore, we are here to present to you policies that aligns with the theme. Thank you.
So we move on to the first policy, that is academic excellence and applied research support, which aligns with the Vice Chancellor's 2025-2026 interdisciplinary project directives. Second thing is establish an SRC applied grant of 50,000 sourced from the SRC dues plus alumni sponsorships to fund 20 student teams annually for turning class projects into real-time product and prototypes. Partner with UPSA Career Service to run smoothly research to industry workshops free for students and with corporate facilitators. Create a digital dashboard via SRC website for students to track project supervision and get quick feedback, reducing delays in their final year defense. We move on to the financial relief and fee management, that is tackling the number one student pain point right now, late penalty fees. So we tend to liaise with management for an extension of a 30-day grace period on late penalty for students who provide proof of bank delays or sponsor issues. Introduce SRC emergency fee fund support, that is 10,000 cedis feed fund from SRC budget plus corporate CSR targets, that is liaising with corporate entities like MTN, Fidelity Bank, and so on, to give interest-free microloans, maximum of 2,000 cedis to 100 needy students per semester. To also run quarterly fee payment clinics with management with banks to negotiate installment plans before penalty kicks off in real-time relevance, directly responds to the concerns already raised by aspirants like myself. So with regards to welfare and transparency, I hand over to my running mate to take us through.
Yes, so we have infrastructure, welfare, and digital access. We have Wi-Fi on campus, but due to the number of students that are on the Wi-Fi, it's very slow. Therefore, we are here to introduce the free data SIM, where every student is going to get a SIM and get a free data monthly. It used to be in the school, but then it's no more in the school. So we are here to reintroduce the free data SIM. Also, we have pharmacies. A lot of students complain about the absence of pharmacies in the hostels. So we are here to, when being elected into power, go into contract with, let's say, any of the pharmaceutical companies available like NS Chemist, that we are going to provide you with a space in the hostel. You come in to sell at a discounted price. Also, the free shuttle system, where students, especially the evening students, close from class, will be packed or stacked at the bus station where they don't get buses and all that. Yes, the buses are under maintenance, but we have an SRC bus. So what we are going to do is we just need to provide fuel for the drivers. And we've actually spoken to them. Just need to get them an amount, provide fuel for them, and maintain the SRC bus for the meantime. Also, we have transparency, governance, and entrepreneurship. We are going to publish the financial statements of the SRC quarterly. I am an accounting student, so I would like to break down the quarterly. We have 4 quarters in a year. So what I mean is that we are going to post the SRC financial statement every 3 months, because the administration will last like a year. So that's basically about that. And also, entrepreneurship boot camp, sorry, entrepreneurship boot camp. We are going to set up committees and identify those who are interested in entrepreneurship, which aligns with the Vice Chancellor's policy. He has a policy where he's ready to fund students, 10 students who are interested in entrepreneurship. Yes, so this policy also aligns with the Vice Chancellor's policy. And also Alumni Connect. From time to time, we are going to see alumni to seek for funds and also tell them the problems or the issues the students are facing.
So with regards to sports development, the Gusa revival from the underperformance of the last year's Gusa performance, we need to really invest our time and resources over there so that the sports facilities and all those kind of stuff will be uplifted. And advocate for extended access to UPSA sports facilities during the evening school. Thank you.
Okay, that's the end of your time. Then Team Let's Lead. Yeah.
Do you think their energy is matching the type of heat we are feeling in this studio? Should they go hotter? I think this is where the heat is about to come in. So in 5 minutes, they'll give us so much heat. AK for Swat, take over again.
Team Let's Lead and Team Mike. Your moment of rebuttal starts now. And yeah, we will start from Team Mike. Team Mike, are you ready? Yes. I take it again. Your moment of rebuttal starts now, and we are taking it from Team Mike. Team Mike, please, we want to feel your energy. Are you ready? Supporters of Team Mike. Thank you. So, your time starts, 5 minutes.
Thank you very much for the opportunity. Unfortunately, fortunately, we don't have any rebuttal, so we are cool.
Hey, Team Mike, are you that peaceful? Hey. So why are we feeling this hot if you people are that peaceful? Oh, really? Oh, okay.
So to the opponents, Team Let's Lead. If you have any rebuttal, please let's take it from there. Team Let's Lead, are we here? Yes. I like your energy. Let's go.
So my colleague here made mention of introducing the shuttle system. Our research proved to us that the shuttle system policy is actually running. However, what we know is that the buses are currently at the manufacturer, the mechanic, for maintenance. But as we speak, there's a bus dedicated to the SRC. So what we need to do is to just find some few cities to fund this, how do you call it?
I mean, I don't think that is easy to establish or easy to come about. But I would applaud this current SRC administration for extending the time. You can tell me you can extend the time, but making it a 24-hour library, I don't think so. Thank you.
All right, can I?
Are you done? Okay, so we'll take
All
your
right,
response.
thank you very much for the opportunity. I think the first one he made mention was of the shuttle. And I don't know if you are not paying attention or you are distracted, but I said reintroduce, not introduce. So by virtue of the fact that you did not hear reintroduce means that every other thing you said after did not tally with what I said. So maybe you're not here, but I actually said reintroduce. And I'm happy that this is an online stream and it's streamed. So maybe in case you are doubting, you can go and check it. Thank you
Before
very
you
much.
come in, this is your camera, so I'd appreciate if you focus here. And also, I'd like everybody to drop their questions in the comment section while they respond. Thank you so much.
Okay, thank you. So in his submission or in his delivery, he made mention of introduce or reintroduce. That's what he said. So I don't know what you are trying to say. Thank you.
Thank you very much. I don't think you can introduce and reintroduce at the same time. That's tautology. Because once you are introducing something, it means that it hasn't happened already. If you are reintroducing something, it means that it has happened already.
Kindly
So
hold on, kindly
respectfully
hold on, kindly hold on.
Introduce and
Ike,
reintroduce.
kindly hold on. Please, I'd appreciate if you are silent because my viewers would not be able to hear their aspirants if you make noise in the background. Thank you so much.
Okay, thank you. We have both served as vice presidents of our various departments. And what I believe in is that as a vice president or as a leader, everything you say is on record. So you can't stand here and say, introduce or reintroduce, and now you tell us that introduce. No, we don't do it that way. It's because it's on record and we're listening. Thank you.
With the permission of Voice of UPSA, would there be a possibility to play back it if we could get it? All right. He also
Audience,
mentioned...
kindly hold on. I'm the one supposed to respond to this. We cannot do that currently because it's live, and we can only do that after the entire segment is over. Carry on.
All right, thank you very much. And we made mention of the 24-hour library, and he said it's not feasible. Well, the 24-hour library is going to be done during exam period, and for the records, it has been done before by the quarantine administration. And we believe that since it has been done before, per our interrogations, the main challenge they faced during that time was lack of staff. They didn't have enough staff to run shifts. However, they were able to get volunteers, which were students volunteers. So since it has been done before, we believe that it can be done again. Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you. Yeah, so if it will be done during exams, I think it should have been stated in your submission that it will be done during exams, but you just stated it. And also, we would like to know how you go about it. Thank you.
All right, thank you very much. As I mentioned earlier on, the main challenge is lack of staff, which means that the workers are inadequate. Because if you are running an 8-hour, it means that you can't come again in the evening, right? You have to run shifts. So what we are going to do, they are going to get students volunteers who are going to be there during the night, right? And we are going to pay them using the SRC dues. So that's how we are going to achieve it. We are also going to make sure that security would also be assured. So it's not going to be only LBC during the exam period, but then would also include the library. Thank you very much.
Okay.
You made mention of the library. Why now LBC?
I made mention that the LBC is already open, so we are going to include the library. Thank you very much.
I thought you told me 24-hour library. The LBC is not a library. It is a
I
classroom.
never said we'd start with LBC. I said 24-hour library, not 24-hour LBC. So maybe you are saying something different.
So what he is trying to say that this time around, not just the LBC, we are aware that during exams hours, they open the LBC 24 hours, right? So this time around, not just the LBC, but the library too will be open 24 hours. And we will make sure that security patrol will be there to ensure that everyone is safe. That's what we are talking about.
All right, thank you very much. I don't know if I was not paying attention very much, but I didn't get your policies on academics. I didn't really get what you wanted to do for us. So maybe you can explain it again.
So we made mention of the committees. Now, I think you started something, teaching people online, right?
Leslie, I don't want to cut you, but I like the way the heat is going. And if you are watching us live, I want you to comment, I want you to share, and I want you to save, and I want you to comment. Thank you. Carry on.
So you started something, or you do something online. What we tend to do is when we are voted into office or into power, we set committees in various departments, and this even aligns with the vice chancellor's policy. I remember one of the lecturers who is an adjunct lecturer. What he does is that he teaches. We set committee, identify these people that are good in teaching, and from the vice chancellor's policy, you nurture them and fund their MPhil and their master's education in the school. Then
You get 2 more semesters. Your mates have just 2 more semesters. Where were you when they were struggling last semester, last 2 semesters, and last 3 semesters? I don't think that I don't think you
kindly
have.
hold on. Everybody say heat. Everybody say heat. Thank you. Silence. Thank you. Silence. Thank you. Silence. 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 Thank you. That's enough. Carry on.
Okay.
And
Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Let him land. Let him land. Let him land. Let him land. Carry on.
And the reason why I'm saying that is a lot of students are struggling academically. The courses we did last semester, personally, are even more difficult than what we did this semester. And you did not show up for them. They've already suffered. You get it? You made mention that you want to include other departments, law, and even with your department, you've not even started. So what's the evidence that you are going to continue, or you are going to even start something? So since you've not started, what's the assurance that you are going to do it? And why didn't you start it? Is it because you want a position? And that's when it came into your head that you are here for academics.
Okay. Thank you very much. Please, are you listening? Yes. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Okay.
Audience, thank you.
Thank you very much. Unfortunately for me, I am not a content creator. Therefore, I started,
Audience, thank you.
in fact, I organize tutorials for my members, but we don't upload it on the media because I am not a content creator and I don't really have enough knowledge about content. So we organize tutorials for our members, and also, even sometimes if you are not familiar with the courses, we invite people to come and teach our members. Like Faisal Kekeli he's a testimony here. He's even here. Yes, we invite them to come and teach us. So we can't just stand here and say we don't teach our members and all that. No, we are just not content creators. Thank you.
You made mention of where was I? Where were you when I was organizing programming lectures, tutorials, JavaScript? I don't know if you know
Everybody say
much.
fire for fire. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Where were you? I don't know if you have any knowledge about Visual Studio. I don't know if you have any knowledge about Java. I don't know if you have any knowledge about C++. When we were all there, all these courses are courses that require technical knowledge. You need to put a lot of things in place to be order to project it online. So the fact that probably you didn't see that I was doing any tutorial doesn't mean that I wasn't doing any tutorial for my members. Thank you very much.
All right, thank you very much. Now, with in-person tutorials, it is something that everyone does. However, to be very honest, I don't think it is something very significant. Why do I say that? Please, I would like to end. The biggest, I don't know how
He
many.
said he wants to end before you judge. He said don't judge. He said don't judge. He said don't judge. Thank you. Carry on.
All right. I don't know which class you might have organized it, but I'm guessing that the largest number of people that would attend would probably be like 250 or 300. Now, I did not start tutorials because I'm a content creator or anything. We have other people who have been teaching, the likes of Marvelous, Prince, and other people who have been teaching. So even if I was not able to do it, I would have got someone to do it. And the main reason why we extended it online, because we want to reach a large number of students. Now, we are no more departmental executives. We want to reach the entire number of students, right? So if you're organizing a class and you're having 200 people attending it, I don't think that is significant enough to improve academic excellence, looking at the number difference.
Okay, thank you. You made mention of reaching a large number of students. But when we made mention of the academic policy, we said we would create or develop committees from every department. Yes, you organize tutorials, which is very good, but it doesn't cut across all the departments. Your tutorials doesn't benefit a law student. Yes, so what we are going to do is to just get those who are good in the various courses in every department, get their names, of which the VC has a policy for that and willing to help those who are willing to tutor or help their friends in peer tutoring. Yes, when they are done with school, he's willing to pay for their masters, and also if they are willing to be lecturers, he gives them the chance to become lecturers. That's what we meant. Thank you.
In terms of infrastructure, did I hear you mention Wi-Fi? You didn't hear. I think I heard you saying something with regards to Wi-Fi. Really? Okay. So, in our submission and in our policies that we made mention of setting up hotspot zones in each of the various campuses, like the quadrangle, the fountain, and what have you. As we speak, when I was in level 100, I wrote or I did an online IA, and I heard about, sorry, I did an online IA, and I connected to the edu room.
Audience, please.
I connected to the edu room. I connected to the edu room, and along the line, the network disconnected. It came back, it connected again, and when I was done, I had. Hello? Yeah.
We apologize for the technical difficulties. Carry on.
Yeah, when I connected back to the Wi-Fi, I checked my scores and I had 1/40. Now I said to myself, Wi-Fi and internet is very, very essential in our academic life. Now, as we speak, even though we are yet to seek for power, we have set up a Starlink satellite dish at the fountain. We were actually waiting for approval from the Vice Chancellor for us to mount it. You want evidence? Okay. We have set up a Starlink satellite dish. What we tend to do is to expand it to other everyone's of the campus by buying boosters, APs, and students will be able to connect to it to facilitate their academic work in regards to social life and downloading of their videos for entertainment and what have you. Yeah.
Please, is that all we have to say?